Welcome back everybody to this week's video. So today we are going to be making a lidded box from Sycamore and Walnut with a slight difference. So the first tool we're going to be using is the mid-size finisher from Easy Wood Tools, and we're just going to knock them corners off. Alright, we've got them corners knocked off and we've switched to the mid-size rougher, and now we are going to make a tenon so we can hold it in the chuck. And we switch to the mid-size detailer so it matches the angles of the jaws in the chuck. And there you go. Alright, we've got the lathe turned back on, and now we're going to start getting it perfectly around, and then we're going to start shaping it. Obviously the first tool here is the mid-size rougher, and here is the mid-size finisher. Back to the rougher, flatten out the edges, or sides I should say, bringing that top in a bit more. It was a bit too chunky up there, and bringing that base in for the same reason. And there you go. Alright, so now we are going to give the top a little bit of a dome. So here is the mid-size finisher. Going to clean it up with the mid-size rougher. And now we're going to flatten the top off with the rougher. Going to give it a little bit of a locating point there, ready for the next step. And that is drilling it out to depth with a Forstner bit. So we're going to go in and come back out a few times just so the Forstner bit doesn't get stuck in. And there you go. Alright, so it's time for hollowing now. So first tool we're going to use is the detailer, just to define where the outside of the box is going to go. The rougher, just to flatten everything off and to make a ledge for the lid to sit in. And now to hollowing. So this is the #1 hollower, also known as the CI5. And this is the #3 hollower. Just give it a nice undercut and get close to the walls. And this is back to the number 1 hollower, just to clean everything up and flatten everything off. Just clean it out with some compressed air, and we're just checking the walls there with the old finger calipers. Alright, so now we're just going to clean up that bottom bit there. Making sure that foot's a little bit smaller, so it's not so top heavy with the rougher. And there you go. Alright, so I've already done most of the sanding. So this is 240 grit from Klingspor Abrasives. Some methylated spirits or denatured alcohol just to clean out the grain. Some Hampshire Sheen matte sanding sealer. Some Yorkshire grit abrasive paste. So you wipe this all over till you have a clean paper towel and you have the equivalent of around about 1,000 grit. Just buff it in, let all the abrasive break down. There you go, last few final wipe. And there you go, ready for the next step. And some Hampshire Sheen gloss finishing wax. So you wipe this all over, let the solvents evaporate. You turn your lathe up to about 1,000 to 1,200, and then use your fingertips and buff it in and build up that heat. Being careful not to push too hard, you don't want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. And there you go. Alright, so now for the lid. So we have a piece of walnut here, and we're going to turn it around using a mid-size finisher. Here's the mid-size rougher just to flatten the edges, and we're going to make a tenon now, so we can hold it in the chuck. Once again, here's the detailer, so we can match the angles of the jaws. And there you go. Alright, so we've got it in the chuck now, and now we're just going to flatten the top off. Always one of my favourite cuts this is, revealing the nice clean wood underneath. There you go. Now we're just going to be marking out for a mortise here. And we're going to clean it out with the mid-sized rougher. And once again to the detailer to match the angles of the jaws in the chuck. And we're going to give it a few nice little details. Alright, we're going to use the vernier calipers here just to mark the diameter of the lid. If you're going to try this, remember, just put the left hand side down. If you just put the right hand side down, it will pick up. And there we go, just marking it out with a pencil so we can both see it. And now we're going to take it round to the diameter so we can get a test fit. There you go, lovely, lovely. Alright, so I finished it all off camera and now we've got it spun round in the chuck. So the first tool we're going to be using now is the mid-size finisher, and we're going to turn the lid to shape. Just taking the sides down here. And we're switching to the top and we're going to turn it into a nice little dish. So if you have this on your bedside cabinet and don't feel like storing your stuff, or you want to use it for the next day, maybe you can just put it in the dish ready for morning. And there you go. Alright, once again, already done most of the sanding, so we're going to sand to 240 grit again. Some methylated spirits or denatured alcohol just to clean out the grain. Some matte sanding sealer. Some Yorkshire grit abrasive paste. So just like before, you wipe it all over, get nice even coverage, and then you buff it in until you have a clean paper towel and you have the equivalent of around about 1000 grit. There you go, last few wipes there. And some Hampshire Sheen gloss wax. Once again, same as before, wipe it all over, get a nice even coverage, turn the lathe up to 1000 to 1200. And using your fingertips, build up that heat and buff it in, being careful not to push too hard. You don't want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. And with that being said, here are some pictures. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Please don't forget, hit that thumbs up, click the subscribe button, show your friends, show your family, show your enemies if you like. And if you want to see any more of my videos, click them links on the right hand side. And until next week, I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.